How important are titles to the sale of your Teachers Pay Teachers products? In my opinion, they are extremely crucial. No matter how good your thumbnails, your cover, your description, your previews, and even your products are, if you are not being found, if people aren't getting eyes on those things, you're not going to make any sales. Hello everyone, my name is Sherry from Rolling Acres Education. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is not your first time. And today we are talking titles. And remember, in my Listings 101 video that I'll link below, I said that the purpose of our titles are to help us be found and to rank. And if you're not being found and you're not being ranked, then nobody's going to see your products and you're not going to make sales. And it's amazing how many of us make mistakes with this in the very beginning, including me. Now, in our defense, when we learned to write and all these things in high school, we learned how important our titles were, and we tried to make cute titles, trendy titles, unique titles, titles that stood out. And even when I taught without school, we were encouraged to do this because the way people found us were totally different. They didn't type in titles. They put the subject they were looking for in the grade level and what days of the week the classes they wanted and what time of the day they wanted these classes and what type of class they wanted to be. And they put all these things in, and then the algorithm found all the classes that met that criteria, and your thumbnail and your title were what were most important because that's what people were looking at. And so we were encouraged to make these titles that were unique. But when you come over to Teachers Pay Teachers, it's totally different. People search for us by title. So if your title isn't something that's being typed into the search bar, you're not going to be found. So I tell people, look, the first thing is look at your product and ask yourself, if I was going to Teachers Pay Teachers and looking for a product like that, what would I probably type in, okay? And then another way to look at it is start with the topic. What are the students going to be studying, okay? What's the main thing they're going to be studying? And then what kind of activities are they going to be doing? Are they going to be doing crossword puzzles or any kind of puzzles? Are they going to be coloring? Are they going to be doing a writing activity? Are they going to be doing hands-on activities, labs, assessments? You know, what type of things are the students going to be doing? And then who is it for? What grade level is it for? Or what group of people is it for? And then if you are brand new, which if you're watching me, you probably are, then you need to add something else that's going to make it even more descriptive and help it be found in a smaller search so that you can rank on the first page and hopefully even at the very top, okay? Now, we're not looking to be at the top of a huge search. It's not going to happen, okay? I've been selling Teachers Pay Teachers for about 8 or 9 months now. I have some pretty good sales. I have some reviews. And there is no way I'm going to rank at the top of something that has 30,000 to 40,000 search results. It's just not going to happen. But I can rank at the top of a page with 4,000 or 5,000 search results, maybe even, close to 10,000, depending on what it is, how competitive it is, and all those kind of things. And don't get discouraged by that. I shared in my marketing video, I'll link that one below too, that I had a resource, Cinco de Mayo activities for high school. And I shared that when I, did the search on that, and I'm going to talk about how to search, find out about where you rank, I ranked at the very top of the page, but there were only 190-something search results. Now, in the other video, I say 90-something. That was with the $5 filter on. But even without a $5 filter on, just for everything, all prices, everything, Cinco de Mayo activities for high school was like 193 search results. Well, that doesn't sound like a lot, but here's the thing. Every single person that went to Teachers Pay Teachers and typed in Cinco de Mayo activities for high school saw me because I was at the top of the page. Maybe only a couple of hundred people searched for me, but they all found me. And I'm just going to tell you, that was one of my best-selling products. I think it's number 3. I'm not sure, but I know I'm 100% sure it's in the top 5. And if you have an evergreen product, maybe only 30 to 40 people a month are looking for you, but they're all going to find you. If you're at the top of the page of a search, Every single person who types that search in the search bar is going to find you. So don't be discouraged by that. And when you have those general keywords in there, then as you begin to make sales, you're going to move up in other search results, okay? So don't get discouraged by the smaller search results. Okay, so now, usually people talk titles, talk search engine optimization. I'm not going to talk much about it because it is like its own whole video. I have taken classes, watched videos. I mean, I did a class with a workbook and I still don't have search engine optimization down 100%. But Teachers Pay Teachers algorithm is a little different. And so just talking about the titles, I'm not sure if your SEO is going to matter that much because there's not a whole lot of things you can put in your title. Now, when we talk about snippet later, we'll talk a little more about SEO. But when it comes to your title, you just don't have a whole lot of choices because you have to be honest. You have to be searchable and you have to be honest. You have to tell the truth about what's going to be in your product, okay? Now, don't get too excited and start typing in your title and trying to see where are you going to be found right after you list your product. Teachers Pay Teachers tells you that it can take up to 24 hours for your product to show up in a search result. However, I have found that it usually only takes 5 minutes. I think it took 15 minutes one time. It doesn't take very long. But here's what I do. Now, no matter what I think I'm going to show up for, I still give a pretty specific title. Like I might say, Easter activities for high school possible sub-plans. Or you might put partner activities for third grade, you know, like Halloween activity partners for third grade or something. Whatever my title is, I try to make it very specific, but I'm hoping I'm going to just show up in something like Easter activities for high school. But when I first start searching, after I've listed my product, I type in that entire thing. Easter activities for high school possible sub-plans. And if I come back with a very small number of results and I'm not in there, then I figure that I haven't shown up yet. So I wait until I know that I am in the search engine by using that very specific title and waiting for my product to show up. And again, it's never taken more than 15 minutes. If you want to if you're patient like I'm not, and you just want to put yours in there and then come back the next day and try it out, that'll work too, because you should be in there after 24 hours. I've never had it take 24 hours, but that's what they say. So if you want to wait 24 hours, but if not, just type that very specific title in, and when it shows up, then you can start looking for smaller searches and seeing where you're showing up, okay? Now, I hope this has been helpful. I know that as soon as I finish recording this and download it and get it up there, I'm going to think of all these things I wish I'd said, but my next video is going to be about snippets, and to me, a snippet is kind of an extension of your title. All those keywords that you wanted to get in your title that you couldn't, you can put in your snippet. And so all the things that I forgot to tell you about titles, when I come back, I will tell you about those in my snippet video, okay? But just remember, you've got this, God's got you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.